So, back to Percy Fawcett and exploration. What do you think it was like for him back then, 100 years ago? God damn. Going through the jungle.
Well, see, the thing is, those guys didn't go with the locals. They came down here with like mules and they tried to do it their way.
Yeah.
And so he's one of the people that wrote about the green hell, the jungle as the oppressive war zone where there's nothing to eat and everything is killing you. And it's, I think that image is so wrong because as you saw last night, we could go, if we went out with JJ right now, we would machete fish some fish. We could start a little fire. We'd do it all in shorts. Like to JJ, it's green paradise. And it's intense, but if you know what you're doing, which the local people surely do, well, then just beneath the sand, there's turtle eggs that you can eat. And inside the nuts on the ground, there's grubs that you can eat. And if you really needed to, you could just jump on a caiman and eat that because their tails are pretty full of meat. And it's like, there's actually unending amounts of food here. And so they were pretty, they were a strange bunch.
If you're able to tune into that frequency, I feel like you and JJ are able to tune to the frequency of the jungle that is a provider, not a destroyer of human life. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I think to be collaborated with, not fought against.
Yes, but we're coming at that with our modern lens because we're coming down here with I've survived how many infections in the jungle where those probably would have killed me before.
Yeah.
So my dead ass opinion of the jungle would have been overwhelming and collective murder, as Herzog says. And so Percy Fawcett was coming down here with this view of it's trying to kill us at all times, where we are flying down here and coming out here with our superior medicines and our ability to survive infections. And so it is different for us. It is different. We're coming at this very, very different. But Fawcett, to me, was like the last of like the real swashbucklers, like the really batshit crazy explorers that just went out into the dark spaces on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very hard for me to identify with him. But with, for instance, Richard Evans Schultes from Harvard, that's someone where you go, okay, now we're getting to the point where I can start to understand. I mean, just like the conquistadors, and they tell you the conquistadors showed up, and, they killed, the Spanish killed 2,000 Inca on the first day, and then they marched to this city. And they're like, when I hear about that, can you imagine yourself just like slaughtering a bunch of women and children and soldiers and then just like drinking some wine and doing it again tomorrow? Like, I can't actually wrap my head around that.
Yeah, it just seems like an entire different world.
Nah. Like different world.
Different value system.
Different value system.
A different relationship with violence and life and death, I think. We value life more. We resist violence more.
Yeah. Like I can't, like if we saw a car accident, I feel like if I saw a car accident, like, or if you see a little bit of war, some violence, like it affects you. These people were so comfortable with those things.
Yeah.
It was such a normal part of the Spartans, the Comanches, like they became so comfortable with war to the point that it became what they did.
Mm-hmm. And they celebrated it too.
They celebrated it.
And direct violence too, like taking that machete and murdering me. Or if I got to the machete first, me murdering you.
Not a chance, bitch.
And then I would put it on Instagram
on
and show off. And the number of DMs I would get from murdering you with a machete.
Meanwhile, half the world right now is messaging me saying, my DMs are filled with, take care of Lex, don't lose Lex, make sure Lex comes back safe. Lex is a national treasure. We love Lex. Make sure he holds a snake. The amount of love that is out there.
Meanwhile, I emerge from the jungle with blood around me with a machete, and I take over your Instagram account.
He's very humble. He doesn't want to hear about the love.